The swarm brought ruin to our world. Our proud people became refugees. And yet, they could not shatter our unity. For we are bound by the Kala, the sacred union of our every thought and emotion. Today, we retake our homeworld, and with it, we retake our homeworld. We retake our home. We retake. I am one.
Hello, welcome everybody for another another great evening full of StarCraft. I'm one of your hosts, CSO Mousy, on behalf of the team, and I have with myself the wonderful colleague of mine, Mr. Linglad. How are you?
Yeah, good. Thanks, and yourself, Muzzy.
I'm really good. I'm feeling really good actually. We're struggling with talking, I managed to sleep like 3 hours, watched a lot of stuff. It's a beautiful year for RTS, I think, and we're presenting the top dog over here, which is well, I could say one of our favorites, if not my favorite game still. And I'm actually hyped to see what's going to be uh, this high level gameplay about. Like, what type of builds are we going to see, and what's it gonna be? The strategies and how I'm actually even thinking about how much these players know each other.
Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, we are on the NA server, so
Yeah, we're kind of struggling with the creation of the lobby. We need to recreate it. So
yeah, just trying to get onto the correct server. Players asking for East.
yeah, well, we have a single server for Europe, so that could be our excuse.
Yeah, yeah, we are. There we go. Eastern US. Nice.
So before we start, let's just have a quick word about what's gonna happen today. Today we have a clan war between CSO Esports and License to Kill, and we already have our first map, Curious Minds, on the way, and it's going to be two pretty high level players.
Yeah, I mean, we do kick off with a PVZ, which is gonna be really cool. I mean, I'm not too sure if License to Kill and CSO have butted heads before in the past in these clan wars. I don't think so. I don't think I've seen License to Kill, but this is their event, so shout out to them for hosting this for us.
Yeah, huge shout out to LTK. And this is important to note, this is a 6250 MMR limit. Okay, would you like to present our first player, Liquid?
Yeah, sure. Spawning in the top left-hand corner of Curious Mount. For Team CSO, it is the red Zerg player, Trifax.
And in the bottom right side of Curious Minds, for Team License to Kill, it's going to be the pink Protoss. It's going to be Holden. Okay, so the PvZ meta changed a lot these last few days, weeks actually already. Time's flying away super fast. But I don't see any shenanigans being made. There's something to be noted. This is a rather short rush distance map, so might favor Trifax in the long run. Or sorry, the short run actually. Bad pun.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's a cleaning. There's a cleaning bot on this map. It's just spontaneously exploded. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, there's a cleaning bot. Oh, another cleaning bot goes down. Yeah. This one thing to note about this map as well is there's a ramp leading up into the natural, which will favor Holden, I think, from a defensive perspective. This ramp going.
That is for sure. And Holden actually opted to go for more economic option, which means he did not try to block Trifax's natural.
Correct.
And I believe that was a gateway scout, so
Correct. It was a gateway scout.
Trifax actually sent the drone forward before taking the hatch, so he was aware if he needs to go to the dirt instantly, I believe. Other than that, it's everything is pretty standard. We see the Nexus before the core, and we see Warp Gate and an Adept. Even chrono boosting the Adept and rallying across the map, so it's going to be good for gathering information, as this probe is already in danger, running with those 5 minerals in hand.
Yeah, Two Ling's gonna give chase to that probe. They do start to nibble away, but this Adept's gonna show up, and I think that's gonna be the end of the chase. One Ling going down almost immediately. Another Ling though does make its way up into the natural and is going to get up into
and
the
this
main.
is going to be a huge scout for for Trifax is going to scout that there's a Twilight Council. I am not sure if he's aware of the Robo in the natural. What do you think? Is he aware of it? The Link saw it.
Okay, I don't know if he clicked on it though.
Yeah, the Link saw it, but it was already moving up towards the up on the ramp. So I'm absolutely not sure if he realized that it's a Robo.
Yeah, we'll see what the tech choice is going to be from that Twilight. There's a Darktron. Wow. Okay. So,
Ooh.
yeah, Holden mixing
Change
it up.
of plans.
Yeah, Darktron and 2 extra gates in the main base for Holden. So, it's license to kill team, license to kill. Looking to be a bit aggressive early on. I do expect a Warp Prism. Yeah, as I say that, Warp Prism is the choice from the Robo.
Holden bringing that aggressive, cheesy NA style, switching it up after getting scouted by that single Link.
Yep.
For some reason, I feel like maybe Holden was not expecting the Link to be sent over, just because of the amount of units already out, or the potential of the units being out.
Yeah.
We see the Warp Prism going across already.
Oh, and Trifax scouts it with that Link. That's such an important...
Do you think he knows what it is?
I don't think so. There are safety spores going up though, one in each base, so he's going to have detection. The Roach Warren does...
I think Trifax just realized it.
Yeah, I mean, let's see how many DTs get warped in here. 4 DTs, wow. Holden really looking to get a lot of damage done. The Spore Crawler is ready, and 3 Queens and a handful of Lings are here, and they are actually going to... Looks like they're going to get the cleanup on these DTs. Oh, 1 DT goes down.
1 DT goes down. Ooh, and the Warp Prism almost.
Wow.
Trifax cannot get it.
Oh, that's unlucky for Trifax, but a really good hold. Trifax knows that the Templar Archives wasn't used and is being used now, but Holden trying to be a little bit cheeky after that scout.
There's a Link counter attack over here, but there's a lot of DTs. I mean, those 3 DTs actually. Probe gets picked up by that Warp Prism.
Look at that micro, man.
Well, this might be a cancel on the Nexus. And now it's 100% that it's going to be a cancel, which is really, really good for Trifax. And the Stalker is actually not going to be enough. I mean, if those links get into the main, it's not going to be something that's easy to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, Trifax does see the Immortal, so does know that there is Robo production happening now. 2 more gates on the way for Holden. Holden setting up, and a Forge, so Holden definitely setting up for a nice strong mid-game push. Blinks, about 2/3 of the way done, so...
Yeah, it's kind of interesting that usually when you see Immortals and Archons as well, you usually think about charge lots as well, right? So I'm actually curious what Holden's going to do with these. To me, as a Protoss player, it's always nice to see some styles coming into play. We know that the hero style is the one with Link Stalkers and staying on low gas count. But I'm not sure if that involves Archons. I can't really remember if that involves Archons, because it's usually based on charge lots and Blink Stalkers.
Yeah, I mean, Trifax up to 68 workers now. Sort of deflects that push and hasn't really hit on that drone key too hard. The 3 bases, first 3 bases for both players, so... I mean,
yeah, and look at the vision for... Look at the vision for Holden. Holden last time when he scouted... The last thing he scouted properly was that 3rd base.
Yeah.
Last time he scouted, the natural was still a hatchery. And there was no buildings here. And now +1 range attack will finish. Bailing speed started and Roach speed is finished actually.
Yep.
+1 not done for the Protoss, so if he takes a fight right now, he's going to get overwhelmed by this Roach Ravager Link. And potentially even Bailings. A couple of Bailings could be morphed. Ooh, 15 actually are morphing right now.
Yeah,
right in front.
Yeah, I was going to say a couple of Queens getting caught out there, but they do manage to get home quite safely. A Changeling in with this army of Holden, and Trifax is going to be well aware of what's actually going on here. A few Banelings just misrallied and do get picked off, but
It's a double Phoenix Scout. I think that was
yeah.
a double misclick. Well, sorry, the second one was a misclick, I think.
Yep, 2 queens getting... Oh, no, second queen does live to tell the tale with a good transfusion as Holden just positioning around this third base pair of Trifax. Trifax up in army supply at the moment, but it is a Roach Ravager link, so not the most supply efficient composition, but does have a pretty good concave. Ooh, nice force fields as Trifax is going to look to push up this ramp here. He's got a lot of DPS in this Roach
Yeah,
Ravager
the
armor.
sentries are dead, so no potential force fields, and these immortals need to be warpism microed. Otherwise, they're going to go down to these speedlings and speed roaches actually.
Yeah, I mean, the Trifax is going to move into this fourth base location, and he's definitely going to get a cancel here. I don't think there's any way Holden holds us here. Holden cancelled that just before that last volley from the Roach Ravager.
And Trifax lost his overseer, so I'm expecting. Yep, he's already morphing one more. You really need one overseer when you know there's a dark shrine on the map,
Oh yeah, for sure.
whether it's in the main base or or outside on the map somewhere. And now Holden is actually only managing to mine off of 2.5 bases. Oh, and the big link run by over here. The photon cannon is not ready. This shield battery is going to go down. There's a
Wow.
recall forced out, so this is really good. And these links can actually just retreat. They
Yeah.
forced a lot. They forced lost mining time, and they forced a huge recall.
Yeah, might get a cancel on this fourth base once again. Holden not going to be able to keep this one alive. Oh, that's a
That's
kill.
a kill.
Wow.
Trifax in a huge advantage
Yeah.
in the first game.
Yeah, has gone up to 5 bases, taking that 12 o'clock position. So, and another huge ling run by into this third base location. Trifax doing a really good job of taxing Holden's multitasking, and yeah, Holden's just going to leave this attack and he's just going to move across the map.
Yeah, it's kind of notable that there's a couple of hundred MMR difference between the two players as far as I'm concerned. I'm not sure what MMR Trifax is sitting on right now on his main on EU, but if I recall correctly, Holden was 5.4k.
Yeah, I think the Trifax must be a bit more than that on EU. Yep. Wow.
And Trifax just overwhelms Holden, and we have the first survivor. And with this chance, let's just talk about the format. What do you think about the all kill format?
Yeah, I like it. I think it's a nice taste. It leaves a nice taste in my mouth rather than just a single or double elimination. I do like the all kill format because it really gives the team that's on the losing side the opportunity to come back, and I mean reverse sweeps are nice to see. So
Yeah, that's exactly true.
that brings that exciting element to the game, in my opinion. And you?
Yeah, actually, let's first of all explain for those who don't know what the all kill format means. I had to be reminded today as well. So all kill means the players who win go onwards, which means Trifax now is going to play the second game, and Holden is now basically dead, quote unquote dead. So that means Trifax is going to have another opponent, and well, my opinion about all kills is you need endurance. You need endurance, and you need to be prepared with builds. And for the losing side, people have to pay attention. You really need to do it as a team. That's my main opinion about the whole thing.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. I mean, if you are on the losing end, you do get to nominate your last player. So I mean, every team member has to be available, and You know, you have to sort of know where your teammates are. This being a team league, you have to know where your teammates are in terms of skill and who might have the mental endurance to go on to do the reverse sweep. It's not just about skill or MMR. It can turn out to be, well, who you think is the person who can take you to the top. Yeah.
Yeah, and Trifax now actually has another Protoss upon his hand, so
Oh, okay.
another PVZ. The map's going to be Hardwire. Definitely a bit different, but still a standard map. I don't think it's going to favor uh, any of them too much.
I think it might favor the Zerg player a little bit more. I mean, it's very slight, if anything. Um, that the map might favor the Zerg. I think it's just there's a lot more open space to attack into rather than going up ramps, and I say that, but yeah. You want to introduce the first player this time?
Yep. First and foremost, we have the player in the top right winning the last game and putting the team up 1-0. It's going to be for Team CSO, Mr. Trifax.
And his opponent in the bottom left-hand corner with the pink Protoss probes for Team License to Kill and looking to bring them onto the scoreboard. It is Sephiron.
Okay, so
Yeah, Sephiron. I mean, this time you pointed it out last game. In this game, Sephiron is going to be the player to hatch block.
and we can see Trifax not really wasting time, just taking that third.
Yeah, taking it. Yeah, choosing to expand west along the top of the map rather than going to the low ground, which I like. Rather than going down this ramp and taking the triangle third. I mean, I think this ramp makes it a lot more difficult for you defensively, having to push down a ramp into a preset concave from the attacking player. So I like the expansion at the 12 o'clock position.
Yeah, I think it's much better for Zerg to fight in open spaces, much easier to get surrounds, and much harder for the toss to position correctly and just do pretty much the correct decisions on when to take the fights.
Yeah. I have to agree with you there. I mean, speaking of the toss, Sephiron going for the gateway expand before call, so I think this is like just a stock standard opener.
That's a PVZ special.
Yeah.
We kind of see it sometimes. We saw it when I started. It was still gate expand in PvT as well. Then it got to more aggressive styles, and just to be able to defend the Reaper properly, went for 4 before Nexus. But the PvZ standard, as far as I'm concerned, it's pretty much been this for a long time.
Yeah.
Interesting, we have a second adept, and the tech choice is going to be a Stargate. And this Overlord is going to see that there's not going to be a Stalker second. So Trifax is going to be aware, potentially going to be aware, that this is a Stargate opener.
Yeah, does the second adept really telegraph that it's going to be a Stargate, or could it be? I mean, Trifax doesn't have the scout that he got last game, so he won't see that there's a missing Twilight. So you think the two adepts could shock him into thinking that it's a Glaives build?
The two adepts could think it. The third adept could absolutely just
Sell it as a Glaive.
yeah, sell it as a glaive, and you can see that now. Now when he's going to see the third adept, he's going to be like, okay, now I can just scout for free.
Yeah.
That's the big thing. I'm pretty sure I was looking up the glaive adept build from even the main game, the game from Zest.
Yeah.
That he did it a couple of times, and at least like 2 guides as well. And most of the time they actually tell you like, look, open one stalker just to deny vision in
Yeah.
case they want to scout it. Because this actually just kind of dies against roaches. You can still micro if you have superior micro. I think you can pull off some drone kills and whatnot. But the thing is, you cannot fight the roaches if the Zerg decides to go roaches.
Yeah, I mean it is 2 oracles. It was a second oracle. It's gonna be 3 oracles. Saffron, really looking to get that
Okay,
high
but
DP.
look at the gas count. This is the hero style of PvP, PvZ. Sorry.
Okay, up to
Yep.
3 gas. This is what you were
Yeah.
saying. The 4th gas going
Yeah.
down now.
Okay.
But
So
yeah.
maybe it's going to stay on 4 gas. I'm not sure.
Oh, these 2 oracles. I mean, they did have an opportunity. Oh, ooh, wow.
One
Okay.
oracle goes down. That's actually massive for Trifax.
I mean, there is a 3rd one and a 4th one that's being produced now. So the one-shot potential for Saffron is there.
I wonder if the 4th one is actually just like to have that 3 count back up.
Oh, okay. Charge. Charge is on the way. There's no Templar archives or anything to make Archon, so you think charge is just going to be a defensive thing? Because there's still no Robo on the side of Saffron.
Well, if I speak from my experience, then charge could be a aggressive option. At least I use it a lot for aggressive builds.
Yeah, he does have this pylon at the 3 o'clock location, so there's definitely setting up for like some zealot run bars, which I mean we know can be quite devastating.
The interesting thing is Trifax actually never scouted the amount of gases that Sephiron took.
Yeah, yeah.
So he's still not aware of the 4th, 5th, and 6th gas, which is actually could potentially give it away. Seeing the Stalker and seeing
Wow.
the Twilight working
Wait.
could potentially give it away as the hero playstyle.
Wow. I mean, looking at the units, there's 7 Adepts, a Stalker, and 4 Oracles in the side of Saffron. I don't think I've seen this
There's
composition.
3 zealots. Yeah, there's 3 zealots worked in.
Yeah.
Already have charge. Now we have Hydras. 6 Hydras on the way.
Okay.
Hydra speed on the way. There's no +1 range. But Bailing's on the way with +1 melee, so that's going to hit hard.
Wow. Okay, these 4 Oracles.
The Adepts finished the shade! That was a mistake!
Yeah.
These Adepts go down right as the Bane spawn.
Wow, that's really unfortunate. Saffron was busy in the main base. He had 4 Oracles there. They did target fire down one of the spores, but not many workers going down
Oh,
there.
and the surround is going to be real from Trifax, and Sephiron actually... I think that was a miss micro. And hold on, what am I seeing? Chano, what... Why do I see 8 oracles on the map?
Oh, I don't know, man. There's 3 more in production as well. So,
I guess you would ask me to explain, but
Yeah.
honestly, this looks kind of a meme builds, but if it's only Lings and Banes, it could work out.
I mean,
The problem is it's not a infinite amount of energy.
yeah. Do Oracles do extra damage against Hydras? Against light or no?
They do bonus against light, so
I mean, Trifax actually doesn't have any upgrades for these Hydras. He's really going for +2 melee.
I mean Hydras are light, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Ah, yeah. There it is, light. I just checked it. Ooh, with a lot of Banelings morphing in.
Yeah, they've just taken
16 Banelings.
just taken down these destructible rocks. Looks like Trifax is going to look to bust this 4th base of Saffron.
Also, look at the creep.
Oh man, this
You could
one.
actually just bring some queens over here.
Wow, this one
Hydro
stasis.
Link Bane is...
Wow.
Ooh, this is actually nice.
Yeah.
Trifax doesn't really lose too many units for the Stasis wards.
Ooh.
when the Banes are actually, this is super nice Baneling micro,
Yeah.
not targeting anything but actually just moving them in front of the units and letting them being attacked, so when it explodes it actually just buys time.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh, and these Banelings explode, take the shield battery and take a couple of workers, I believe, as well.
Yeah, yeah. These oracles are now going to try fight these hydras, and that's not a fight the oracles want to take, and they do melt. GG gets called. And Trifax,
Yeah.
man. Oof. His PVC looks good, dude.
Yeah, and Sephiron came in with some information already based on what happened against Holden, so could have been a different build. I am not actually sure what this build was. Like, no offense or anything, I'm just questioning the mass oracles.
Yeah, I don't know about the mass oracles. I do like them throwing down stasis wards. I think that can be so tricky to deal with when you're trying to pull the trigger as a Zerg player. I mean, you really
Yeah,
don't want
but
to be...
300 resources is actually a lot. Like, he had 2400 resources invested into oracles that have finite energy, and well, they're just squishy as well.
Yeah.
Like, especially against hydras.
Yeah, they are like glass cannons, man. Their DPS is so high, but...
Yeah, they could just go like 10 of them and just go click on turn on and
Yeah,
just right click on a hatchery and it disappears in no time.
yeah. But, I mean, Trifax taking the win then, giving Team CSO the 2-0 lead in this. Yeah, I must say his PVZ is looking pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I mean, unlucky there for Saffron. Saffron uh, did bring a pretty unique style to this.
Yeah, I'm actually curious what was the idea over here, because it looked interesting, that's for sure. So I'm kind of curious what was the idea of them. And we're going into a ZVZ.
Ooh, man. Now I'm
More
excited.
coin flip.
Now I'm excited, man.
I'm really curious. Okay, let's just clear something out to the viewers. If anybody is watching that is interested in License to Kill winning, we are sorry. Like, if we sound biased, then, like, how can I say this? This is a clan war. That's the only thing I can say. Like, I think we can be a tiny bit biased towards
We'll try
our
not
players.
to be. We'll try not
Yeah,
to be.
we'll try. We'll try for sure. Okay, but what we are going to try is presenting these players. Would you do the honors, Linglad?
Yeah, certainly. Spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Blackburn. Going for a cheeky 12 pool, gas first 12 pool. It's a blue Zerg player. For Team CSO, it's Trifax.
And his opponent spawning in the bottom left of Blackburn. Well, actually, I think he's going for a 16 hatchery, which is quite dangerous right now. It's going to be the red Zerg. For Team License to Kill, it's Flood.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what Trifax wants to do with this. Normally, if you're going to drone pool, now's about the time. But, yeah, Trifax just banking up some lava.
Is this going to be link speed?
I think it is going to be a fast link speed with that. There we go. 100 gas, should be pulling out of gas. Oh, he doesn't. He stays in that gas. Okay, alright. Well, let's see what Trifax is
If
gonna...
this is going to be a one base Baneling bust or something, I am not sure if that's a thing in ZVC, but
Yeah, I don't know.
so
Vlad is gonna come into the natural here, and he's gonna see that there is no hatchery. Alarm bells should start sounding in his head pretty much immediately.
oh, but doesn't see the links yet.
Yeah, the second
He's gonna
overlord
see
though.
them now.
Yeah,
Or Trifax doesn't micro the links. They're going to waste like a few seconds,
In that slow zone.
and
Yeah.
people might say, "Oh, Mouse, you're so nitpicky," but this is like the highest level, and seconds here matter.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Definitely matter.
yeah, this hatchery is gonna start to get nibbled away at a Flood as he's making a spine crawler in his main base. I think Flood's just gonna. I was gonna say, I think he's just gonna sack this natural, but it doesn't look like it. 8 drones
I'm
coming
glad
down. Yeah.
I'm a genius. I'm a genius, Linglad. Look at
Yeah.
Trifex's base.
It's gonna be a banelings, 2 banelings being morphed in on the low ground here outside the Flood's natural base. Flood has pretty much successfully held this, but Trifax is gonna come in here and try and nibble away at this hatchery some more. Wow, the queen pops out and now the banelings show themselves, and these lings actually have to evacuate. The queen does land up going down as 2 more banelings come in for Trifax. Trifax, wow.
Ring around the roses.
Yeah, ring around the rosy here, but the hatchery stands. Trifax expanding behind us, but that's a pretty unsuccessful. I mean, a lot of lost mining time, but you really do want to be getting the hatchery if you're Trifax. Getting the hatchery.
Link speed is done. Link speed is done, and that means, oh,
He's gonna get it. He's gonna get it. Oh, he gets the hatchery.
Flood just started his link speed. I actually think that was even late.
Yeah. Well, he
I
did.
think he forgot about it.
He only had 1 drone on gas when Trifax
alright.
first came into the natural.
And look at that Baneling nest. If he ever tries to take a second gas in his main, it's not going to manage.
Yeah, but that is, I think, a safe position. You have the 2 queens there to prevent lings from just rushing in. But yeah, the spawn crawler, if creep doesn't get down to this low ground, the spawn crawler is going to start to bleed out. He's going to move it, so I almost thought Flood was going to put a creep tumor on the low ground.
The queen is just blocking it.
I mean,
there's 2 Banelings, defensive Banelings.
Yep, yeah. Trifax in in a pretty good position. His natural hatchery has finished up, and yeah, Flood's going to put down his second
the
hatchery.
Link Micro.
Oh, wow.
The Link Micro is going to be crazy over here, but I don't think even like I don't think even Zero could micro 4 links against against 18. So
Well, I mean, the army supply advantage is here for Flood. Trifax has 2 queens on the ramp to stop.
oh, there's a lot of Banelings. Oh, that was close.
Yeah, that was pretty clutch. Oh, 1 baneling does go down for 1 link, so nice trade there for Flood. As Flood is going to try get in here and try get some counter damage of his own. Oh, 3 queens, more banelings coming in here for Flood. So, Flood doing a pretty good job of keeping
The Trifax
Trifax.
fire on the Banelings is really nice
Yeah.
by Trifax. I actually like how Trifax handles this
This
counter attack.
Yeah.
He knows he just needs to attack and he's just hold, and he's going to be in a advantage in case he's not going something really bad at Flood.
Yeah, I mean, Trifax, I was going to say floating quite a few minerals, but feeling like he's in a pretty decent position. Fires up 6 more drones, and Flood knows that he's got Trifax pinned back at home, and he's going to fast expand, take that 3rd base soon. I like that. I like that from Flood. He's got map control, he's got map presence, and he's going to use it to his advantage. Oh, okay.
Oh, we have some technical issues.
Wow.
So, not to get too distracted, we see Flood double expanding based on the minimap, and we see Trifax taking a layer. Pretty decent timing on the layer considering the delay on the natural.
Yeah.
If Trifax scouts this whole thing, then it's going to be a counterattack sooner or later, I believe.
Yeah. But what Flood does have going for him is he's got those extra 3 larvae. I mean, with inject and stuff, the amount of lava that Flood's going to have at his disposal. Yes, he's still on hatchery tech, but we'll see what Trifax wants to do with his lair. If we're going to see some muta, or because he does have that overlord. Oh, looks like we're back in.
Yeah. I am not sure what happened. Hopefully, it's not going to be the one who was actually streaming as well.
Yeah, that would feel bad. But yeah, let's see. Trifax now taking his second gas now, and I do expect to see gases 3 and 4 if he's going to go into that early layer tech. Let's have a look at his vision. Has he seen the third base? He hasn't seen the third base. That Overlord is slightly off here. There's the third and fourth gases, as I said.
Trifax, if you ask someone, Trifax never seen anything, but you can see a small path of creep over here in the main of flood. That was seen by Trifax.
And
That's pretty much the
that's
only
it.
thing, because he got rid of the hatchery.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, as soon as that third hatchery finishes up, Trifax will see the creep, and so, yeah, as I say that, some lings start to stream across the map. Flood sees this, and it's going to send his lings that were holding his map presence out, and this is going to allow Trifax out of his base, and Trifax going to take the third of his own.
Okay, he's going to see this base right now, and he's going to be aware that there's no fourth yet. And that would be crazy, honestly.
Yeah, and like I said, Trifax going for that Spire, which I'm not surprised to see being pinned back on two bases for a little bit of time. You do want to go for...
Oh, and look at the Changeling. The Changeling is actually super nice over here. Does that Changeling have... Oh, it has... No, wait, hold on. It doesn't have link speed, I think.
No, changelings don't get link speed.
Oh, then that should be... Oh, he's not looking.
Where's
he's not looking.
Where's the changeling?
The Changeling's in the middle of the roaches that actually go by Trifax's...
Oh, man.
Trifax is what you call that? Overlord?
Yeah, Overlord. Yeah, I mean, 3 spawns at the top of this ramp. I don't know if this is going to be enough to defend this roach push here. There are 4 mutas in production, but they're not going to be here for this fight. Oh, Baneling Bust takes out the 3 spawn crawlers. And
maybe...
Yeah, Trifax is going to have to evacuate this natural. These roaches are going to push up, and they are going to start to work through 9 drones going down so far, and I think Flood might just have this.
I think he's going to have it.
Yeah, the roach timing just seeming a little bit too strong and hitting Trifax before he gets before he gets too many mutas to actually deal with this. And yeah, 31 workers, 33 workers going down. This is going to be it for Trifax.
Yeah, Trifax calls GG.
Yeah. Wow, and that's it. Flood doing the job for Team License to Kill and getting them on the board. Nicely done. I mean, very nicely done. He had the Trifax pinned back for quite a bit of time there with the map presence he had. And I think if his Overlord positioned at that third base actually saw that hatchery being built, he would have moved out sooner. But he only moved out with those lings as he saw the creep there. So, yeah, feels bad for Trifax there. But well done to Team Flood. Played a really good game. Got scrappy there after losing his natural expansion. Let's not forget how that started, Nazi.
Yeah, that actually was it was a good plan from Trifax, going for a super early link speed and some links, but actually I think not being aware of the third base going down and not being able to scout pretty much what's going on the side of Flood actually managed to... Now, Flood managed to just come back into the game. Now that I think about it, I am actually not even sure if that was the kid. I mean, if Trifax was in an advantage, because his natural was late. I think he could have droned up. I don't know. By the seams, it was like Trifax is in an advantage. That was my first take. Now that I think about it, maybe it was the lack of scouting. Maybe it was just the coin flippiness of ZVZ.
Yeah, I mean, I thought Trifax had it there for quite some time, but apparently not. Apparently not. That roach timing from Flood just hitting a little bit too hard, and I mean, very nicely done. Kudos to him.
Yep, very well played by Flood. Which means Flood is going to be in the next lobby.
Yeah, and do you know who the second player from Team CSO is going to be?
Well, I'm actually not sure. If I'm not mistaken, we have another Zerg player, a Protoss player, and a Terran player, namely Young Yakov. We have Moonbeam as the Protoss player, fellow Romanian player, and we have Grapefruit Man as the Terran player. And looks like it's going to be Moonbeam sent out by CSO to take on Flood. So we're going back to the PVC. Linglad, what do you think about this matchup, though?
Yeah, I'm not too sure about Moonbeam's PVZ, but Flood looked pretty good in that last game, and let's see if he can play as solid of a PVZ as Trifax did in the first two maps of this team league. So, yeah, looking at Flood's profile, pretty serious.
Okay,
10 times GM, so nothing to scoff at there.
We need to leave the lobby, Linglad. Sorry to interrupt, but
Yeah, cool.
gotta leave the lobby because we need to recreate it.
Yeah, invite, here we go. Yeah, it looks like everyone's joining in, and
Wait, hold on. Oh wait, we need to leave the lobby.
completely.
Let's leave it again. We actually need to create with WCS Game Heart.
Yep. And we are on the correct server. So we've got Moonbeam in
Yep.
here, the other caster, and
EU East. We're the observers. We're waiting for Rocker and Mekachu to sort things out in the lobby, and we're waiting for Flood.
yeah, I'll just suggest him in here, and
Yeah, I'll just pour some water for myself so I can.
yeah,
So I can rehydrate myself after talking, well, some bullshit as well. I'm talking about these extraordinary games. I'm actually super glad that I managed to hop in.
yeah. I mean, I'm looking forward to another PVZ. We'll see if we do get to see a Terran at some point.
Well, hopefully, because at this point we only saw Protoss and Zerg
Yeah,
duking it out. The only combination we haven't seen yet is a PvP, so I'm curious if the fourth player is a Terran or a Protoss or a Zerg for team license to kill.
yeah.
We are a tiny bit on the CSO side. We are kind of dominating on the Zerg side, I guess.
A little bit Zerg heavy, but
Yeah, I have you on the Zerg side.
which I don't think is too bad.
Yeah, and what's also not bad is the player spawning in the top right. For Team CSO, it's going to be the Teal Protoss Moonbeam.
And his opponent, the victor of the last map, and looking to build on that momentum for Team License to Kill. It's the Red Zerg player Flood.
You know what? I want to see something crazy, Lingland. I think I never saw Moonbeam play yet. I think I played once against him in a peep mode. That's pretty much the only exposure to his playstyle that I had. Just like in game 1, like Holden did, Moonbeam is not taxing himself with additional micro. He's gonna say he's going to be capable to take down Flood without blocking the hatchery, without forcing the third location.
Yeah. I mean, he did just opt for a gateway scout, so not looking to do anything too cheeky. Gonna be standard gateway, as we were talking about the first time around. Gateway expand into core, the stock standard PVZ.
Okay, let's make a quick game over here, Linglat.
Probably take a second gas right now. Yep.
Is it gonna be Stargate or no Stargate? I want to hear your opinion.
No Stargate.
Okay.
Oh, I hope for no Stargate. Not that I have a problem, man, but we do.
And on the Zerg side, what do you think on the Zerg side? What's it gonna be? Is it gonna be like Linkbane? Is it going to be... Well, Linkbane is actually more common against Zerg. Is it going to be Lynx or Roaches in the early game?
Probably Roaches. I mean, we'll see what the scouting information is, but probably Roaches, I think. Although Flat being from NA, I don't know so much.
Well, looks like you lost the bet. I'm glad, because the Stargate goes up, and it's actually super obvious because the Warp Gate tech is actually delayed. It's even delayed by a couple more seconds than needed.
Yeah.
But it's not going to make too much of a difference, I don't think, unless there's a super quick timing that I'm not too aware of from the Zerg side that actually needs the Warp Gate to be done.
No, not that I'm
finished.
Not that I'm aware of, but it could be a tell. I mean, the fact that that's not being chronoed out, and or that the gateway hasn't started converting into a warp gate. But it's going to be a Phoenix, though. Okay.
Ooh, Phoenix, interesting. Okay, building on that craziness.
Yeah, let's see if Moonbeam is taking a page right out of a Maxi Pax or someone in Europe, maybe one of the top tier Protoss players.
Ooh, I really like that Phoenix skin, actually. That's a skin, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Looks kinda different.
Oh,
Wound will this overload? Nope, this overload's gonna go down before scouting the second Stargate unit. But actually, hold on. I keep forgetting that Stargate can be...
Yeah.
Yeah, Stargate can be scouted by just looking at what's producing.
Correct.
Right
Correct.
now.
So I mean, if Flood was paying attention, he would have seen that it is an Oracle follow-up. First, one Phoenix into Oracle. There are two Queens in the main base, a Spore Crawler in the natural, and two Queens in the third. So Flood pretty safe from one Oracle. Second Oracle about to finish up, and we'll see if Moonbeam's going to move across the map with the one-shot worker potential.
He's going to. And he's going to see these links, I think.
Oh, did the Ling see the
It's only
oracles?
two links. There's only two links. I'm not sure if Flood realized that there's two oracles going across.
Yeah.
I think he's counting on it. I think he's counting on it.
Yeah, he will now see it. I mean, there's the one-shot potential. The oracles aren't actually synced up too well, but they do get 6 drones. One of the oracles actually taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, and it's whole damage, so...
Yeah, there's a Robo and a Twilight, a Forge, 2 more gateways. So Moonbeam looking to strengthen his ground army and probably look to hit a timing.
This looks like a Charge Lot Archon Immortal timing,
Yep.
if you ask me.
There's the charge, as you called it.
The good old CIA build. Of
And-
course, has nothing to do with the CIA.
And it is going to be a Roach Warren on the side of
Oh,
Flat.
that's so annoying. I just caught the cleaning bot blocking the Templar archives from going down 2 times in.
Really? Wow. Yeah, these two
Going to
oracles
delay it.
are gonna come into the natural base here. Ooh, Spore Crawler and
And
2
they
queens.
scout the 4 base as well, so Moonbeam's going to see that he's kind of safe.
Yeah, I think
Unless
he's.
this is a fake one.
No, I think the scout from Moonbeam is gonna tell him that if he just builds army, I mean, there's 3 more gates going down, so he's really committing. He's saying, well, if you're gonna expand and play a macro game, and he hits this really hard timing, I mean, no jokes. There's 5-6 gates in production here. Yeah, I think.
We're going up to 10.
Yeah, Moonbeam's just gonna look to be aggressive, build a death ball of an army, and hopefully try to steamroll Flood.
And look at the safe option as well. Going for that storm,
Yeah,
which is kind of decent to hold off some, quite a lot of stuff in the early game.
Yep.
Or sorry, the mid game against Zerg, and also going to be useful in the late game.
wow. Flood building 5 Spore Crawlers. I think Flood might just have a little bit of a misread in this and thinking there's going to be more Stargate units than expected. 2 Archons in this War Prism. Now poised in the middle of the map, and War Prism's in siege mode, so looking to warp in. There we go, warp in 10 charge lots. These are
Do we
charge.
have immortals on the map? Nope, not yet.
Not yet.
So we're going to miss a single letter over here.
Is this
But-
well, I mean, 2 Archons and 10 charge lots. Looks like Moonbeam always knows and it'd have a second warp in it. Wow, 8 Archon, 8 Templar, and 2 charge
That's
lots.
4, 6 Archons.
Yeah. Oh, Flood is gonna get the early scouts here. He does see the Archons morphing, but they are gonna finish up before Flood's actually able to get. I think he gets 2 shots on.
There's no mutants producing, so that actually just forces Flood to produce more brooches.
Yep.
Kind of a waste on the Spire, and this looks like a super nice timing from Moonbeam.
Yep.
These
7 more charge lots on creep there, Moonbeam. Yeah, I think Moonbeam is just hitting a really strong timing. 14 roaches in production though, so
and don't forget these Archons have. Ooh, he denied the +2 melee,
yeah.
and the GG's called after this superb timing.
Yeah, from Moonbeam. Moonbeam taking Team CSO up to 3-1. Like I said, Moonbeam scouts that 4th base and then just doubles down on building an army, saying, well, if you're going to macro out of this, and he wasn't by any means all in. He did take a 4th behind it, but getting that production up and seeing the 4th base, Moonbeam knows he has a window there to do damage, while Flood is trying to macro and trying to get to that high drone count. And yeah, it takes the win, man. From a Protoss perspective, what do you think of that timing?
That's one of the. I think that's one of the most powerful timings in the early to mid game, and one of my favorites. It's like opening with a Stargate. Even if you open, when Void Rays were a thing, I opened Void Rays just to deny the scout. Then I went straight into, I went straight into like maybe another Void Ray just to sell it as double Stargate Void Ray or something.
Yeah.
Then I just demolished.
Double
the
robo, and pump out those. Like you said, there was no
There was
missing
no
one
immortals in this composition, but there was no need.
Yeah.
There was a lot more focus on the Archons. And the Archons are really good against clumps of units. It worked out, and pretty much that's the important thing. It's kind of risky to grab immortals in case you have no idea if the Zerg is going for early mutants. But I think there was no need because he saw that he's not going to have too many units because he went for a early 3rd base. Early 4th base. And yeah, I think
Yeah, overall.
timing from Moonbeam was excellent to go in and massacre all those units.
Yeah, charge lots +1. with Archons. I mean, charge lots are tanky on their own, and Archons are also quite chunky tanky boys. So
Yeah, as long as the Archons can survive for longer, they are really good in longer battles, I think, because they do like a mini splash, so to say. If units are close, they're going to zap a few more units than just a single one per Archon. And that actually just gives the charge lots the ability to only need to tank.
which is good.
So they just tank for the Archons, no need for Immortals, I guess. If you want to siege or you just want to counter roaches directly, then sure, go for Immortals. But I think you cannot really pump out as many Immortals as needed for roaches.
Yeah, yeah,
So maybe going up to 10 gates and just focusing on warping in charge lots to be able to sustain them the health of the Archons by tanking the damage.
yeah,
That was pretty much enough.
yeah. I mean, very well done there by Moonbeam, and I mean, surprise, surprise, PVZ up next. So
Is this another PVZ?
yeah, I believe so.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're just waiting for one more caster to join us. Hopefully Rocker's sorted out his connectivity issues. Seems to be back in game, and we are trying to get him in here, so just bear with us for a few more moments as we let Team License to Kill fill out their caster team. They do also have a stream running, I believe. Oh, not gonna happen, apparently. We're starting without Rocker. Sorry, Rocker.
Yeah. We feel for you.
Yeah, let's hope that...
Hope you can sort out the issues with the internet.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's hope Team License to Kill can pull this one back, because if they don't, I believe CSO takes the win here.
Yep, first to 4 wins.
Yeah. Best
This
to
all kill format.
best to 7, first to 4. But yeah, let's kick this one off. Spawning in the bottom right hand corner with the teal Protoss probes. He won the last map with a pretty good timing against his Zerg opponent, and we'll see if he does the same in this one. It's Moonbeam.
And in the top left of Berlingrad, trying to keep his team alive over here for Team License to Kill. I hope I'm pronouncing this one correctly. It's Meowerdoom.
Yeah, that's how I would have pronounced it. So, good job, good job. Moonbeam, no hatch block.
I suppose Meowerdoom is actually a... Well, I'm just going to refer to him as Meow, I guess.
I might try to say the whole thing.
Yeah, I'll try a couple of times, but I don't really want to slip up, just out of respect, you know. I guess we have a cat person over here, so...
Yeah, I mean, must be with a name like Meowerdoom.
Yeah, I'm more of a dog person myself.
I mean,
what about you, Jono?
I don't know, man. I like both, I guess. I mean, I grew up with dogs specifically, because I have a cat allergy, or I'll say I had a cat allergy. And
Oh, that actually sucks.
long story. We got a cat. We got a cat, and then my allergy went away. I grew up with my stepmom actually had like 3 cats, so every time I visited my dad, I'd walk in the house and pop antihistamines just so I could actually breathe. And my body seems to have gotten over the cat allergy, man. I can. We have a fat black cat at home, and yes, she'll quite happily just rub herself on my face, and that's quite nice, man. No allergies, no problems. So grew up dogs only, but we have a cat, and I like them both. But this is the dog map. We'll grab the dog map. And yourself? You're a dog person? Don't like
Yeah.
cats?
I like both, but I also grew up with dogs. We always had dogs at home. So sadly, right now I live in a flat, so I can't really have my dog here.
Yeah.
It's actually an older one,
Oh.
already almost 10 years old.
Oh, nice.
Can turn 10.
What kind of dog is it?
It's a mix of Transylvanian Hound and Rottweiler.
Ooh, wow. Big dog, man.
Yeah,
I've
it's
got an...
actually one of the nicest dogs. I'm kind of like linked. It's pretty much a part of me at this point. The
Oh,
dog,
nice.
part of my soul. I don't know what I would do without that doggo. So
Okay. Nice, man.
yeah. Well, on the StarCraft side, though, we have a Twilight Council and the robotics facility. And look at the positioning of the robotics facility. This is actually really nice because if you have a link just straying over here and just pretty much looking at what's going on here, I don't think it's going to see the robotics facility
Yeah,
anyways.
I think if the Ling was caught on the other side of this gateway, it might not see the robo. But speaking of Twilight, it is going to be glaives, and on the side of Meower Doom, it looks like a two-base all-in. I mean, there's a couple roaches heading across the map. Well, there's the... I mean, how many Ravagers is this going to be? 4 Ravager hit squad. It's going to be 5
This
Ravagers.
is going to be a blind counter on the glaive of that build. Ooh,
Oh.
and Moonbeam is going to realize that this is going to be super hard. He needs to pull the probes. Yep.
Yep.
Indeed. And now the gateway is going to be unpowered.
Yeah.
As well as the Robo. There's no potential for Warprism Micro because the Warprism is not out.
Wow.
Honestly, I think, yep, Meower Doom just takes it back. Super quick game, 4.5 minutes in.
Yeah.
And we already are back into the series.
Yeah. Team License to Kill with Mawa Doom there, hitting a pretty cheeky build that's designed to hit really hard. I think there was enough energy on the Nexus to chrono out that War Prism, but Mawa Doom had absolutely no idea that was coming until it was knocking on his front door, and didn't even have an opportunity to re-wall behind that. That Adept got out of there, got surrounded immediately, and yeah. Team License to Kill making a series of this, bringing it back 3-2.
And I'm curious who's going to be our third player for Team CSO.
Yeah, we'll see what who they throw out. 2K Atmospheres is going to be our next map. Team CSO on match point, but Meower Doom with a cheeky 1-2 punch. 5 Ravager hit squad, and gonna
Well,
make...
and I was like, oh, we should talk about some casual topics and whatnot to
Yeah,
just spend some time interacting, with the human side of being casters and whatnot. Like,
ooh, okay.
okay, so we're
That's a
going
good...
to have a special match over here. We're finally going to see a Terran. A Terran.
Wow, okay. Grapefruit Man is going to be the player that Team CSO throws out next. Gonna go take on Meower Doom. We'll see what who we're waiting for to radio. Moonbeam.
Okay, and I'm actually not. Oh, Moonbeam.
Moonbeam shouldn't be in here.
Yeah, Moonbeam shouldn't be. Okay.
Nice. There we go. Lamau. We'll get there. We'll get there eventually, Marzi.
Yeah, eventually, we're not going to sleep until we cast these games. So
Yeah. Rocker's back, which is good to see.
yeah, we're actually happy about it.
Yeah, I mean that's very nicely done there by uh, Meow Doom. I mean, I'm just gonna hop on. That was a really slick build order. I saw it was a 2 base attack, and if Moonbeam managed to hold that, he definitely would have been ahead, and I think it might have been match point. But Meow Doom going in there prepared, and yeah, doing a smashing job of keeping this cast going and keeping Team License to kill in it. It's good to see. Really nice to see.
Indeed.
Yeah, we're gonna get our first Terran player, man.
I'm actually hyped, though I'm actually a total noob when it comes to TVZ or ZVT, call it whatever.
I mean, I'm looking forward to it, man. I think we're gonna get. I think we're gonna get a banger here. We'll see if Meow Doom has a nice build order to go up against a Terran, or if Grapefruit Man is gonna close the series out for Team CSO. They are on match point.
Yep, and speaking of which, the map is 2K atmospheres, spawning in the bottom left side of the map. It's going to be our red Zerg player for Team License to kill, trying to bring it to pretty much the ace match, so to say. It's going to be Meower Doom.
And his opponent in the top right hand corner for Team CSO. Green Terran SUVs, it is Grapefruit Man. Oh, I mean, I'm curious to see how this one goes.
Oh, hold on.
Okay.
I see 3 SCVs moving across the map.
Oh,
They
man.
certainly missed their home, I guess.
Yep. Not building things exactly where they should be built, but
And I double checked. The rally is on the mineral line. So this is not like an unintentional build.
okay. With 3
Yeah,
racks.
jokes aside, this is going to be a not just a hard hitting build, but one that is going to be, can I just say it, like committal?
Yeah, I think this.
I think this is a hard committing build, or hard committal build.
I think it's a pretty much all in. I think a triple proxy racks is something that you really have, that you really are committed
The overlord at 6 o'clock. Ooh, if this is gonna scout it,
to. No, I don't think so.
will this scout it? Question is, will this?
Don't see the rally. Oh, it's rallied over here to the south side of Grapefruit Man's base, and yeah, I think. Oh, I mean, 2 SCVs are gonna move in here. They do start the bunkers quite late, so.
I'm constantly checking. He's not gonna see it. He's not gonna see it.
Pixels, man, pixels. These 2 bunkers, oh, I was gonna say, do look like they're gonna go up, but these Marines can't be surrounded by these drones. This is such an important part of this, holding this for Meow Doom. 1 SCV is being focused down by these drones, and that's not the unit the drones really want to be attacking. 1 bunker does go up here for Grapefruit Man.
And the second one's gonna go up as well.
Yeah.
This is wow. This is actually a super hard hitting punch over here.
Yeah, I was gonna say this spine crawler can't go up here for Meow Doom. I think Grapefruit Man. I mean, he's done quite a bit of damage there, but he's choosing to go to attack the hatchery. Oh, jumps into the 1 bunker, which I like, keeping a handful of these Marines safe.
And now a tiny bit of lesson to those who are actually. Oh no! Oh, we actually have more problems.
Wow, feels bad for Rocco, man.
If this throws off the players,
oh man,
oh, it's
bummer, but we'll see.
It sucks to see it.
Yeah, we'll see if yeah. unfortunately, Rocker seems to be having some real serious problems here. But going back to the game, Grapefruit Man's in a pretty decent position. He does have 8 Marines, 2 bunkers up. The one bunker is in range of that hatchery, but like I was saying, Mousy, that spawn crawler. Oh man, I really hoped that Grapefruit Man would have taken that spawn crawler out, because that's going to be a key part of the defense here.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, and I think we're almost ready to get back into this. Yep, we are back in as
Yep, we are, and so what I was trying to say is a little lesson over here. Spine crawlers do outrange bunkers, but I guess that's not needed anymore.
Yep. Wow. Okay. Grapefruit Man taking a page out of Meower Doom's book and hitting with a really hard hitting build pretty early on. Meower Doom not able to get up to what he wanted to do, or even get an opportunity to do what he wanted to do. That game finished in 3-2-1, 3 minutes 21 seconds.
Yeah, and that means we have our winner for today's CLANWAR, actually. That means Team Chaos Spec Ops, Team CSO, is going to take this CLANWAR. I believe it was
4-2.
4-2. Yep. Pretty solid. Pretty solid performance over here.
Yeah, very nicely done. It was nice to see that build from Meower Doom in Game 5, but Grapefruit Man doing the reversal and doing the reverse there and hitting really hard, and very nice to see. Well done to both players. Thanks to everyone who has participated, and a shout out to Team License to Kill for hosting this invitational team league. Yeah, let's actually have a little chat about this. It's a $500 prize pool, and
Oh, that's a nice prize pool.
yeah,
well.
there's two groups of 8 teams, and some really good teams in here. Some big names: Platinum Heroes, Alpha X, Berserker Esports, Hokago Team, T Team, Centex, Team Goldmasters, Munster, StarCraft. Yeah, some really nice names. Juggernauts, Highstorm Gaming.
Sidestorm Gaming as well. Apprentice Esports, Berserker, yeah.
Yeah, really nice, man. Root, Team GDA, and Platoon. So, I mean, really big team names, and yeah, like I said, $500 prize pool. So these players are playing for $300 for first place. So playing for some good money.
Question: is the Alpha X Drakes like the B team?
I think so.
Okay.
Because yeah, you mentioned earlier this tournament is capped at what's it, 6,250 if I'm correct. Yeah.
Yeah, and I just realized something, Linglad.
Yeah.
This was actually the LTK B team. Something that I think we kind of forgot about, but
yeah.
yeah, this is
Team LTK A team is in Group A. Nice to see them repping 2 teams in their own tournament.
Yeah, but so I guess they have 2 teams that are eligible.
Yeah, very nice, man. Shout out to the players for
Yeah,
putting on some really good games.
Yeah, and shout out to the organizers, and shout out as always to the viewers. It's always fun to cast, and of course, Linglad, shout out to yourself.
Oh, cheers, man. Thanks, and to you.
Yeah, thank you. It's always a pleasure to cast with you, and I hope we're going to be able to do it pretty often.
Yeah, more often in the future, man. I do enjoy it, and yeah, thanks for being here.
Yep.
Thanks for the opportunity. Thanks, CSO.
Yeah, I guess then it's only left to say goodbye. So, on behalf of Team CSO, on behalf of, I guess, you, Linglad, and myself, Mousy. Thank you for watching and tuning in for today's Clan War. Congratulations, Team CSO, and good luck onwards in the tournament. And congratulations, Team License to Kill, for putting up a decent fight. Thank you for watching and have a great night.
The swarm brought ruin to our world. Our proud people became refugees. And yet, they could not shatter our unity. For we are bound by the Kala, the sacred union of our every thought and emotion. Today, we retake our homeworld, and with it, we retake our homeworld. We retake our home. We retake